Welcome. My name is Cassie Grover and I'm a secondary science and marine studies teacher and vet trainer and assessor. I also currently contract to organisations including Envirotech Education as a marine advisor and course validator. The job market for graduates of tertiary marine is growing larger than the supply of graduates. Marine requirements for organised Indigenous ranges, skill development in marine practices are really not available. Marine environmental conservation initiatives and community engagement are growing fast, and it's a lot faster than the skill development of our career positions. Envirotech Education aims to clear a pathway to attract workers and develop their skills, with set streams for beginners to seasoned professionals, outside of tertiary requirements to meet the industry and employer demands. Working within this industry, I have great experience with vet students looking for these opportunities and with Indigenous ranges up here in the Cape that are looking for qualified people to employ. Prime Minister Scott Morrison reminded Australia of his commitment to vocational education and training reform at the National Press Club back in January 2019. He's by saying skills reform will be a priority of COAG discussions in March and beyond. He highlighted the government's $50 million commitment to TAFE revitalisation, the reform of Australian Skills Quality Authority, ASQA, and how the government will make it easier for many vet students to access courses by increasing the size of the loans available. But currently, in the priority skills list, there are no skills identified as a priority relating to marine conservation, sustainability and environmental management. While it's important to look at skills across the economy, the blue economy, as distinct from focusing solely on vet sector delivery, the vet sector delivery is driven by RTO viability and not industry need or productivity. A unification or ecosystem for training and career pathways is sorely needed. For example, the Australian Maritime College delivers marine vet certification for maritime operations and shipboard safety skills. Marine skills and environmental conservation focus cannot be compared with a training package for any other industry. Current government research and development projects are underway to improve long-term skill outcomes for Indigenous participants in the Australian workforce and the vet system. The aim is to uncover future projects that could expand productivity, employment, economic development opportunities, open new and emerging markets, improve training and job outcomes and update industry skills in negotiations. This is a partnership with Indigenous business and community organisations that is sorely lacking in the marine industry. Our First Nations communities are dedicated to care for land and sea country. They are dedicated to provide jobs and engage future generations. They are the custodians of the land and sea we engage with. Indigenous land and sea ranges groups work to conserve Australia's important ecosystems and cultural heritage on country and to deliver negotiated work plans that reflect traditional owner, local community and government priorities. Their activities include a wide range of conservation services, including cultural burns, feral animal and pest control, soil conservation, debris collection, documentation and removal, cultural heritage site protection and biodiversity monitoring. Community engagement activities that include junior ranger programs, support for disaster recovery and local community events. Traditional owners employed as Indigenous land and sea rangers deliver so many conservation services that successfully combine traditional knowledge of country and Western science. Envirotech Education and Blue Planet Marine are striving to introduce vet marine reform in Australia to provide capable applicants in the marine career arena and involve communities in the conservation and sustainable practices for their area. We are all in this together with a focus that reflects the international connections and impacts of an ecosystem we all live and work in. From Australia to Israel, the Philippines and the AEU, Envirotech Education has begun delivering the ASQA certified Marine Certificate 2 and 3 in conservation and restoration.